Imagine this, paying Google 20,000 bucks this month. Not to win new customers, but to introduce those customers to the competitors they eventually hire. Now that sounds dramatic, but it happens every single day. Someone searches for a service you provide, they click your ad, they visit your website, and then they search your company's name. They read your reviews, they look through your photos, they check your social media, they compare you against 2 or 3 competitors, and then they decide who deserves a phone call. Most business owners look at that situation and say, Google Ads didn't work. And sometimes they're right. Sometimes the campaign is poorly built. But there's another possibility that almost nobody wants to talk about. The ads work. The business failed the trust test. At RealTop, we receive over 1,000 audit and consultation requests a year, and we've generated tens of thousands of leads for service businesses across the country. When a Google ad campaign isn't producing the result it should, we divide the problem into 2 separate categories. The first is what's happening inside the Google Ads account. The second is what happens when someone discovers the business. Most agencies only want to talk about the first one: keywords, bidding, campaign structure, search terms, geographic targeting, conversion tracking, you name it. Those things are incredibly important, but there is one number you will never find inside your Google Ads dashboard: how much the market trusts your business. And the data behind this is incredible. Bright Local's 2026 Local Consumer Review Survey found that 97%, let that stick, 97% of consumers read online reviews for local businesses. The average consumer now uses 6 different review sites when choosing a business. 6, not 1. That means the customer's journey does not end when they click on your ad. The click is often just the beginning of their investigation. Let's use a dentist as an example. Someone searches, dentist near me. Your ad appears. They click it. Your website looks professional. It clearly explains that you offer general dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, and emergency appointments. The website gives them exactly what they were looking for, but they don't call yet. They go back to Google and search your practice's name. Suppose they see a 4.1 star rating, fewer than 100 reviews, and very little recent activity. Then they look at another dentist nearby. That practice has a 4.8 star rating, hundreds of recent reviews, professional photos, patient stories, before and after of cosmetic work, videos of the dentist answering common questions, an active Instagram and Facebook presence. Both dentists may offer the exact same services. Both websites may be perfectly functional. Both Google ad campaigns may be well built, but which practice feels safer? Which practice feels more established? Which practice looks like the obvious choice? That is usually the practice that gets the appointment. Google delivered a qualified prospect. The website gave them the right information, but the business lost the customer during the trust checking process. And those customers never tell you why they left. They don't send you a message saying your ad was relevant and your website was fine, but your competitor had better reviews and looked more credible. They simply disappear. Inside your reporting, they look like another click that never converted. The business owner calls it bad traffic, or bad leads, or a bad Google ad campaign, but in reality, it was a credibility loss. And this does not only happen with dentists. It happens with roofers, HVAC companies, plumbers, remodelers, law firms, med spas, real estate companies, you name it, and almost every other local service business. A homeowner looking for a roofer wants to see completed roofs. They want to see real crews. They want to read what other homeowners experienced. They want to know whether the company showed up on time, protected the property, and stood behind its work. A cosmetic dentistry patient wants to see real results. They want before and after photos. They want patient testimonials. They want to see the office and the team and the dentist who may be treating them. People aren't only looking for information, they're looking for reassurance. Bright Local found that 85% of consumers are more likely to use a business after reading positive reviews, but 77% say negative reviews make them less likely to choose one. That means your reviews are not simply a branding accessory. They are part of your sales process. Your rating matters. The total number of reviews matters. The recency of those reviews really matters. How you respond to negative feedback, that also matters. In that same 2026 research, 31% of consumers said they will only use a business with a rating of 4.5 stars or higher. 47% say they will not use a business with fewer than 20 reviews. And 74% seek reviews written within the previous 3 months. Those are not vanity metrics. Those are conversion filters. A business can have hundreds of reviews, but if almost all of them are several years old, a customer may wonder what the company is like today. A business can have a professional website, but if it has very few reviews, customers may feel like they are taking a risk. A business can have a strong rating, but if it ignores every negative review, customers may question how problems are handled. And reviews are only one part of the trust check. Bright Local also found that even after consumers read positive reviews, 66% continue researching the business. 54% visit the company's website. 24% visit its social media channels. Think about what that means. Even positive reviews do not always close the decision. They push the customer deeper into the research process. That customer is checking whether the website matches their reputation, whether the social media makes the company look active, whether the photos are real, whether the work looks professional, whether the employees look trustworthy, whether the company appears established. This is why social media can influence Google Ads performance even when it does not directly generate the original lead. A customer may discover you through Google Ads, but use Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or your Google business profile to decide whether they trust you. You do not need millions of followers. You do not need every post to go viral, but your social media should reassure a potential customer that your business is real, active, and good at what it does. Now, I want to be crystal clear about something. This is not an excuse for weak Google Ads management. The internal engineering of the campaign is still critical. Poor campaign structure wastes money from the get-go. Irrelevant search terms crush your ad spend. Bad geographic targeting wastes money. Broken conversion tracking wastes money. The wrong bidding strategy wastes money. Weak ads waste money. Targeting the wrong searches can bring people who were never qualified in the first place. No amount of positive reviews will make irrelevant traffic relevant, but the reverse is also true. No amount of campaign optimization can force a customer to trust a business that looks significantly weaker than its competitors. That is why we treat this as two equally important tracks. Inside the account, you need strong campaign engineering. Outside the account, you need strong proof. The ad gets your business considered. The proof gets your business chosen. Your Google ad says, we exist. Your website says, we provide the service you need. Your reviews say, other people have trusted us. Your photos, videos, and social media say, we're active, real, and capable of delivering what we promise. All of those pieces work together. One company is simply buying clicks. The other company has built a complete customer acquisition system. Those are not the same thing. So before you increase your Google Ads budget, perform this simple test. Search for your primary service exactly the way a customer would. If you're a dentist, search dentist near me. If you're a roofer, search roofing company near me. If you're an HVAC company, search AC repair near me. Look at your business alongside the companies appearing around you. Compare your review rating. Compare your total number of reviews. Compare how recent those reviews are. Look at your photos. Look at your website. Look at your social media. Look at how each company responds to negative feedback. Then ask yourself one question. If I knew absolutely nothing about these companies, which one would feel like the safest choice? Do not answer that question as the owner. Answer it as a skeptical consumer preparing to spend your own money, because that is the comparison your prospects are making every day. And if your competitors look significantly more trustworthy, blindly increasing the advertising budget may only send more potential customers into that comparison. The counterintuitive truth is not that Google Ads don't work. It is that Google Ads often expose problems they did not create. Google Ads buys attention. Your reputation earns the call. You are not only competing for the click, you are competing for the customer's confidence. So before you invest another dollar, ask yourself, if Google sent 10,000 ideal prospects to my business tomorrow, would my online presence make me the obvious choice? Or would my advertising budget simply finance the customer's comparison shopping for my competitor? Fix the campaign, fix the trust gap, then scale.